Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new week.
If you don't know us, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Steve.
And we're known as the Pitch Deck Wanderers, and we've been converting our VW Crafter for the last
13 weeks, I think we're on now. This will be going into done 12 weeks, going into week 13. If that's wrong, I'll put the correct number on the screen because we're all over the place.
We're blurred. We've lost it. So you join us in the bedroom and we are on our we've just had our third night of a shakedown trip.
Yeah.
We're in North Wales.
It's currently what time is it? About half 6, 7 in the morning?
I don't even think it's that.
I mean, we're early risers anyway.
20 past 6. So we're in Lake Bala in...
We're not in Lake Bala, we were in Lake Bala yesterday.
Felt like it with the rain yesterday.
We're near it.
So, yeah, if you've seen... Sorry, it's a little bit tippy. It's on the bed. If you've seen any of our previous videos, you'd have seen that we had planned to sleep transverse?
Widthways. Across
the bed.
Yeah.
So we cut the mattresses. That's what we did. First night we both just thought, okay, none of it, we didn't really talk about it, did we? We both didn't sleep very well, had to climb over each other to go to the toilet. Yeah. And then we were like, right, second night we'll swap sides. Steve felt like if he was that side he could have his feet out a little bit. I'd curl up anyway. Maybe I don't curl up as much as I think I do. And we were both yesterday sat down and went, the bed's crap, isn't it?
The bed, hang on a minute.
It's comfy. Don't get the mattresses are the best mattresses I think I've ever bought, and they were IKEA and they weren't expensive. But
the bed itself actually is brilliant. It doesn't creak, it doesn't make any noises, it doesn't move, it doesn't shake. Even the van seems really much more sturdy when we're moving around them.
Yeah, it doesn't wobble.
Motorhome did. Yeah, the bad thing is we knew we weren't long enough to fit across it, but we didn't realise how much it would impact us. So we had 2 nights of oh dear, what have we done? We've completely messed up here.
Yeah.
We're going to have to rethink this, take it out and start again. However, last night we flipped the mattresses around, so we turned them so that they're lengthways. We thought that the bed was longer than it was wide, so they wouldn't fit without a gap. Actually, they fitted in exactly the same width.
It's almost
perfect.
Square, isn't it?
Yeah, we slept with our heads up this end, so we've got our heads facing the doors, with a little bit of breeze coming through if you need it, and slept brilliantly.
Yeah, I don't even wake up once. I don't normally get up in the night, but
the best night's sleep I've had in ages. In a van, in a motorhome, even at home.
Yeah, it was
slept
great.
really well. Probably because I was really tired. But
yeah, we were really tired. We'd had a busy day anyway.
Busy day.
But that's good. So what we're thinking is obviously the bed slides away in the daytime, and the original plan was the mattresses side by side, and maybe that's why we thought that's why we had to sleep that way.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, so the smaller mattress lifts up onto the bigger mattress for the daytime. Well, obviously with the mattresses this way it's going to be more of a faff. So we're thinking that we could literally just slice the end bit of the mattresses and just lift those out, and that would also solve the problem. And when we stack the mattresses in the day, we lose the light from the back windows and the airflow, so it would mean we can either store those in the top over there or somewhere else, or under the bed or on the side or whatever. So it might give us another solution, but we'll sleep like this for the rest of the trip. Worry about faffing around with the mattresses when we need to faff around with the mattresses, and before we make the cut on the mattress, because once we make that cut, there's
no going back.
I feel like it can go back. I was thinking about it as I was falling asleep last night. It can go back in its zippy bag every night, like in the mattress cover, because they're zipped. Right. So they won't go, do you know what I mean? They'll stay joined on, because you'll put back on the bit, we can colour code them, like pop a marker pen mark on them, so the right bit goes back on the right way round.
Oh, sounds too complicated. We'll just put like a little lip at the end of the bed so it holds it in, and then we'll just.
Oh no, we don't want a lip on the end of the bed. No, it won't be complicated because it can go back in its zippy bag every night. Back in, because that'll protect it from moving around the foam.
Just then we're back to hassle of making the bed up again, haven't we? Of what we wanted to get away from.
You're literally going to lift it and put it and do the zip, because the zip will get left open and tucked under. It will be fine.
We'll see about that one.
It's going to have to go back in something, otherwise it's going to feel really different.
Yeah, but you just cut the cover and sew it around it. We know a lady who can do that for us.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because no, there won't be enough material.
But there is, because we've already made it shorter.
But if it goes back in its bag, you won't get the join.
Oh, anyway,
if you sewed it, it would have an obvious.
We'll figure that one out. Anyway, so yes.
Or I'll do mine my way and you do yours your way.
Yeah,
so
that's
sleeps better.
My mattress my way. Stop moving. Stop moving. The camera's going everywhere.
So what else happened yesterday? Why does the back of the van here look so different?
we got back. We went out, went to Lake Bala, had a lovely paddle. You had a slight swim.
It was cold.
And then it started to rain. You know, unsurprisingly for Wales, it started to rain. And it rained and it rained and it rained. It wasn't heavy rain, it was just consistent rain. So we come back, had a little bit of a break, went down to the local village shop stroke pub, which was absolutely brilliant. Loved it.
It was a pub, but we sat amongst like take a break and the cheese fridge and the sweet store.
Read the magazine headlines and looked at the food. It was brilliant.
It was so
I liked
good.
it.
It was so good.
And then we got home for dinner and looked at the back, and this window behind me, funny enough, anybody who's been watching our vlog from the beginning or seen a few will know we've been plagued by leaks, and guess what? We got another leak. So got all down and miserable about that, but then realised actually it was my fault. It was quite an easy fix. So we wanted to do an experiment with some vapour barrier on one door and not on the other to see if we got condensation in things. And where I'd put the aluminium tape on this door was actually kind of touching or over the door seal. So it's just a tiny little drip getting in. It wasn't a load of water, it was just a little drip.
But the rain was relentless.
So I actually peeled off all the tape, shut it, dried everything down, and it's not leaked again, so that's good. So that's our final leak fixed. That was actually the first leak we'd actually made. All the other leaks were from the van previously, weren't they? So it's helped us now because we've got a few more design ideas, a few different ways we're going to do the ceiling, what we're going to do on that bit of wall we haven't finished yet, and how we're going to cover these doors. So our advice to you is, if you're doing a van build, get to a point where you can kind of use it, where it's not too completed, and take it away and try it and see if it works for you, because it may or it may not.
Yeah, because we said, oh no, it's a shame we've put the bed lights where we've put the bed lights, but actually they're so good at being able to direct them anywhere that we'd want, if we wouldn't have known, would we, that you actually want one there, because when we're sitting in the evening you can have just that one lamp on for like cosy lighting. So we'll probably put another one up here, maybe even another one up here, because it just adds a bit of like mood lighting. We have to turn big light off.
Yeah.
And the other thing we thought, we definitely need the other bit of the bench, don't we, because it's not very comfy for the other person in to lounge. Was actually we can both sit with our feet together, with the telly in the corner or the iPad or the laptop in the corner, and watch something there. And that was comfy actually, with feet up. Well, I was comfy, you had the bit without the thing.
It's fine.
But then we did wonder if Lola's bed could go from the fridge and feet under our bed that way, if there's enough room until you get to the water tank, which there might be.
Might be for her. She's only 2'2" like you. So yeah, we'll see.
If I was only 2'2", I'd be sleeping across this bed like a princess, mate.
Anyway, so that's an update on where I'm now going to go and make my own cup of tea, because you notice Chel's got one, but I haven't. So
You're such a liar.
Let's see what today brings.
You're such a liar.
Muppet.